You were so fast, though.
Did you manage to sneak in a parking space?
Yes,
Oh, good for you. Excellent.
and it's one that I would have normally passed by because it was tight. I was like,
Okay, now being live streamed.
Okay, and we're good to go.
Yes. Okay, sorry.
Coordination of the cloud, so you guys are helping?
Yes. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. All right, so I will call this special meeting of the Altadena Library District Board of Trustees to order at 5:16 p.m. Before we begin, I will do the land acknowledgement. Altadena Library District acknowledges its presence on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded land of the Gabrielino Tonga peoples. Altadena is located on the stolen homelands of the Hahamunga tribal band. The traditional territory of the Gabrielino Tonga is referred to as Tongan, which includes the areas currently known as Los Angeles County, Riverside County, West San Bernardino County, parts of Orange County, as well as the 4 Southern Channel Islands. Entities such as the U.S. government and non-native settlers have subjected the Gabrielino Tonga peoples to historic and continuing injustices, including genocide, forced displacement, and cultural and linguistic erasure. Altadena Library commits to learning, educating, and informing its staff and residents of present-day Altadena about the rich history, vibrant communities, and culture of the Gabrielino Tonga people, present and past, through our collection development, resources, and program offerings. So I will do a roll call. Trustee Andrews. Here. Trustee Wilkerson.
Here.
Trustee Clark.
Here.
And Trustee Capel, I'm obviously here as well. I doubted any change in the order of the agenda. This long list of agenda items. All right, may I have a motion to adopt the agenda? Second, please. I'll second. Okay. So motion to approve and seconded. I'll do a roll call. Trustee Andrews. Aye. Trustee Wilkerson.
Aye.
Trustee Clark.
Aye.
And then as I vote for me as well. Adopted. Do we have any public comment?
There's no public comment.
Okay. So onto our one agenda item of new business, review and approval, the contract for network cabling services for the Bob Lucas Memorial renovation. And this is an action item. So who's our new dad's going to take it away on this one?
Sure. All right. Hello, trustees and member of the public. Thank you for joining us for the special meeting. I know on such short notice, but then also, we'll make sure in the future that we're staying on top of this now, knowing when E-rate filing windows are, especially as we are thinking about the main branch. So what you have before you is the review and approval of contract for network services for the Bob Lucas Library renovation. We previously brought for you a proposed RFP, and Ed Technology Funds, who deals with all things E-rate, posted and scheduled walkthroughs on February 14th and 15th. AMS.net is our only vendor that attended, and they are also the only vendor that submitted a bid. Attending wasn't required because all of the plans were available, so they could have reviewed it just online. And the bid that you see before you has costs for additional Meraki access points, and that's separated from the cabling and labor. The total costs are $22,845.52, and through E-rate, we'd be responsible for just a fraction of that, which is the 20 cents on the dollar, $4,569.10, and then the remaining 8,000 and some change would be covered by the USAC for the discount. I'm happy to answer any additional questions you may have.
So David, this is just a quick question about kind of the marketplace. All this looks great to me. Was it your expectation that you would only have one vendor to bid on this RFP? Is it sort of a single source provider situation, or is that just how it worked out this time?
I think it's just how it worked out in this particular occasion. There's an additional complexity when you're dealing with E-rate. So there's not as many vendors that are familiar with the E-rate process, how it needs to be billed and operated. And then also we didn't file with our normal RFP process because Ed Technology Funds uses their own proprietary, well, not proprietary, but it has to follow strict federal guidelines. And so then the filing and the bidding process is a little bit different as well. So I think in this specific instance, that was the majority of the reason why we only received one bid. There are many vendors out there that can handle this type of work. And in fact, I believe we had a different vendor that came in for the cabling at Maine when we had some additional access points put in and our infrastructure was updated. But just this particular instance and maybe the timing as well was what caused just one vendor to submit a bid. Costs seem pretty reasonable though, I would say.
Okay, perfect, thanks.
80% of it's covered, so
Yeah, which is huge.
go us.
And David, are we being asked as a board to approve the total it will spend? Or, you know, with the approval tonight or with the whole project? Because isn't it the total to spend is $10,000, it has a $10,000 approval in it, right, for the board?
We're approving the contract.
Yeah,
Pardon me?
We're approving the contract
with this
with
specific
this
provider.
vendor.
That's correct.
Okay, gotcha, got it. And then I had another follow-up question, just in looking, I didn't bring my copy with me, but is there a limit or an expiration date to this program from Universal Service Administration Company? Or is it something that goes to perpetuity or something that has to be renewed by a government action of some sort? You know?
So we work with Ed Technology Funds to, it's based on the buildings and the square footage. And so as we update the Bob size of the building, they will refile with the new square footage once we update it. But they continue to file on our behalf, which is Ed Technology Funds. And then we receive special discounted funding, and it's specific for through FCC. So it's telecommunications infrastructure outside of the building, like getting cabling into the building, the internet from outside in, and then also from the street or into the building to our main infrastructure hub, and then out to access points. But they handle all of that submission process for us, and then they qualify us for a set determined amount for each. I think it's like a 5-year term. So we have a set amount that we're able to take from, and we pay 20 cents on the dollar for that.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. Can I get a motion to approve this contract?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
Okay. So I'll take a roll call vote. Trustee Andrews.
Aye.
Trustee Wilkerson.
Aye.
Trustee Clark.
Aye.
And as I vote for me as well, so that motion is approved. Do we have any announcements or proposed future agenda items? Nope. Okay. So can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All right, and we are adjourned at 5:24. Go get some sleep.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you coming out.